today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop. On 2nd down, Funk. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Funk. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's a
blitz coming, and down he goes. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. So after the INT, it's Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.